So this is the graduate outcomes dashboard. I'll be showing you a sample university here today, but this dashboard is really academic in nature. It's more focused on career centers, academic deans, institutional research, and any other departments that have more of an academic focus. The sections of the dashboard are broken down by the filters over here. These are global filters where you can filter through particular colleges at the university, graduation years of your graduates, majors, degree levels, etc. Any of those filters we add will update the total to show you the population you're analyzing. There are three core tabs here: overview, employer trends, and skills, which we'll walk through. One of the key foundational pieces of the dashboard is everything is interactive. So anything I select will update this top bar, show me the alumni, age, average salary, gender distribution, the states. The map will update the majors, employers, and job titles. The map is completely interactive, so as I zoom in, zoom out, it'll auto recluster all the way down to the county level to show you where your graduates are based on the criteria you selected. We could also select particular sections to only analyze those alumni, so it's completely dynamic on the map. As we go down these sections, the blue bars denote the volume of graduates. The green bars denote average salary, so you can visually see it really quick and go in deeper if you want. But those apply to both the majors, employers, and the job titles. So give me an example here. Go back so you can see everything. If we go down to, let's say, history majors, someone where it's not typically linear outcomes, click on that. See, there's about 2,900 alumni, average age, average salary, male to female ratio, where they're geographically located around the country here. You can see the top employers: public school district, U.S. Army, museum, some government contractors, local government, IT companies, even large accounting companies. You can also see the top job titles. So for this sample university, these 2,900 history grads, top job title is teacher, small business owner, attorney, administrative assistant, consultant. So you could go through these, you could click on these quick filters that only filters this tab and get even more granular if you wanted to. But that's an overview of this tab. We can also look at employer trends here. Again, we have no global filters applied at this point. We can see the top industries of these 199,000 alumni. This is a 20-year trend chart. And the industry is denoted by the industry with which the company is in. So if you work in marketing at Amazon, you would still show up in IT because that is the industry of your company. So you can see 20-year trend chart. Right after the tech bubble, IT dipped quite a bit, slowly been gaining ground, almost back to those pre-tech bubble levels here. We can look at finance. It's been pretty flat with a recent uptick. So you go industry by industry, and look at the different trends. You could also add filters that would apply to all these charts as well. Top job function is literally what that person does as a function. So if you work in marketing at Amazon, you would show up in marketing here, not in IT. So you see executives have had a fairly aggressive decline here with a recent uptick. IT has never really recovered from the tech bubble as an actual job function. So you can go category by category here. You can even look at some job categories that you actually hope are declining. So we click on retail, for instance. Had a bit of an uptick after the last recession, but it's slowly been declining ever since. That's a really good metric for the sample university. This next section is where we can dive into individual employers. So again, we still have the 20-year trend chart for each of these employers. We can sort them by volume of graduates, those who are trending up, those who are trending down, to help identify some problem spots really quickly. To dive a little deeper, we'll go back to volume, scroll through the chart, click on Microsoft, and we'll click on this national analysis button. So this is going to let us actually analyze Microsoft, their actual employee base, versus the graduates of this sample university. So this is the top schools that Microsoft hires from: Washington, some Indian universities, University of Michigan, Washington State. the top majors they hire: computer science, far and away, then engineering, business, social sciences. And this will actually let us analyze the skills of the composition of their workforce versus what you're supplying at sample university. So it's a true supply and demand analysis. We click on just computer and information sciences. Now we can see the supply of everyone who majored in computer information science who works at Microsoft versus everyone that this sample university is applying from this degree. So we see software development's a little bit of a gap, which you'd probably expect with Microsoft. Java, they're doing really well, 43 to 42%. C# is a huge gap here, 11% to 42%. SQL, they're doing well. Python, there's a tiny gap here. So you can actually go skill by skill and see what are these top employers demanding and what are we supplying. In this case, you might want to reallocate some resources from Java or SQL and teach C# a little more because it's one of the top skills they're demanding and you're not supplying many of them. So really granular analytics, we could go major by major, employer by employer, and look at this individual analysis. So next tab I'll show you is the skills tab. So again, this has really been possible with our National Science Foundation grant. We're really analyzing the skills gap at this granular level, but the way the skills tab works is you can actually analyze the skills by commonality, which is the volume of alumni that have it, relevance, ties into the industry you're trying to place them in, and salary. So to give you a better example, let's go ahead and add a filter here. So we'll add something technical, we'll add electrical engineering. So let's just analyze this sample university's electrical engineering graduates. So filter down to about 2,300. Right now it's sorted by commonality. These are the most common skills for these electrical engineering graduates: MATLAB, C, manual testing, systems integration, systems engineering, C++, Linux. We can also sort by relevance. So it's like a mini report card to see what are the top skills we should be teaching based on the applicability to that industry with the volume that you're actually producing. So you see you're doing really well. Systems engineering, electrical engineering, a little bit of room for improvement with OrCAD, VHDL. Anytime you don't know what something is, you can click right here, get a description of the skills. So you see OrCAD is a proprietary software used in electronic schematics. So you can go down, see where there's opportunities for improvement, things like Xilinx. And then you can also sort by salary as well. So we just sort in general by salary. See, the electrical engineering grads with these skills have the highest average salaries: patentability, systems architecture, IP, patent applications, VxWorks. So really tied with this intellectual property. And then we can add an additional filter if you want to get more granular. So let's go in and select just the last 5 years of these electrical engineering graduates. Apply that filter in addition to the electrical engineering filter. We'll keep it salary sorted here. We're down to 380 graduates. Still see patentability at the top. Then we see application-specific integrated circuit, Linux and embedded systems, Internet of Things, something that's really in demand right now, WiMAX, Amazon DynamoDB, field programmable gate array, which is really integral in the 5G rollout. So it makes sense that a lot of these skills are really emerging right now with new technologies and new industries. But this shows you what your more recent grads in this particular degree, what's correlating with the highest salaries here.